There's this book called Free to Focus by Michael Hyatt. It starts by giving you food for thought. We only have 168 hours per week, but it never feels enough. When you dive into max productivity mode, it seems like your days can't be more stretched than they are, and you still feel like there is so much to do and that your work, either being school or career related, is just, well, average. One of the key concepts to learn from this book is that your concept of productivity is flawed. We usually believe that productivity is based on two factors, quantity and speed. The more work you do and the faster you do it, the more productive you are. This mindset will result in an overflowing schedule, unrealistic task lists, and an endless loop of more work to do, because you're simply anticipating and generating more work than you should. Besides the obvious consequence of burnout, you're actually decreasing the quality of the work you're doing. Instead of completing fewer high-quality projects, you're completing more average-quality projects. The more average-quality projects you complete, the more you'll need to prove to others, either in the workplace or college. And the more you need to prove, the more you'll work. And the more you'll work, the more average your work will be. As you can see, this mindset is a loop, and once you get there, it will be hard to get out of it. Time is fixed, but your energy and focus levels are not. This means that despite an increase in your working hours, your output will not increase proportionately. This happens because your brain is not able to keep the same level of focus at the end of the day, and will require more energy to tackle a task you would easily complete during the morning. That is, if you're a morning person, of course. If you are more prone to reaching a productivity peak in the evening, that scheme will probably be inverted in your case. It's equally important to rejuvenate and recharge, allowing your brain to go back to a maximum level of focus instead of trying to work through your projects with a mind clogged with information and worries. Despite sounding counterproductive, playing and relaxing are key in going back to a focused mode. In fact, freedom to do nothing is a central part of how productive you are. Being able to do nothing productive for your career or academic goals during your time off creates breakthrough ideas, allows you to reorganize priorities in your mind, and create the needed time and space to relax and restart the process. This is so important that you should schedule this time for yourself, even when your calendar is overflowing with other tasks that seem to be more important. And the most important self-care appointment that you should schedule religiously is a fixed time to go to bed and waking up, creating a sleeping routine that allows you to rejuvenate your brain regularly. In his book Dreamland, David Randall states that sleep deprivation makes it harder to solve problems, stay focused, and make good decisions. Likewise, the neuroscientist Penelope Lewis argues in The Secret World of Sleep that sleep-deprived people have far fewer original ideas. The third main idea behind the book is that being productive means identifying unnecessary tasks. To save time, you need to eliminate any non-essential tasks in your workday. This is how you try to overcome that wrong mindset about productivity, that more done in less time equals being productive. The idea here is not to do more things, but the right things. This is exactly what is discussed in Essentialism as well as Deep Work. Identifying key tasks to focus on and trimming away everything else is what will make your work more valuable and increase the overall quality of your projects. You can identify what is a valuable task by assessing your passion and proficiency. Proficiency is what will be expected in more regular workplaces, whether you're skilled at the task at hand and whether that task significantly contributes to your work. Passion goes beyond that. It allows you to measure a task taking into account the level of motivation that you bring to the process. The trick is to know what to do with tasks that you're passionate about but not proficient in. That is, you're not skilled enough or that task is not fundamental to your work. Most of these tasks will probably need to be turned down in a workplace environment, especially if getting involved in them is not adding value to the work of your team or company. That doesn't mean, however, that you aren't allowed to invest time in that work during your off time. The idea is to evaluate whether that passion can turn into something valuable that, with the required skills, you'll be able to transfer to the workplace, or keep it as a personal skill to be developed in the background. These are the three main concepts behind Free to Focus. If you want to know more about the concepts behind the book, you can use today's sponsor Audible to listen to it for free. Audible is thousands of audiobooks that you can listen to and that you can use to start learning more for 2020. You can download their titles and listen offline, anywhere and anytime, which means you can grasp the contents of entire books while you're commuting, cleaning, or meal prepping. The app itself is free and can be installed in all devices, so you can browse their huge catalog and purchase individual titles even without a subscription. Also, even if you use multiple devices, you won't lose the page where you were in your audiobook because it synchronizes across your computer, smartphone, and iPad. The good thing about subscribing to Audible is that they give you one free audiobook of your choice and 2 Audible originals per month included in your subscription. You can also keep your credits for up to a year, so you can binge a series that you've been dying to dive into. If you're interested in listening to Free to Focus for free or any other title in their list, you can go to audible.com/Mariana or text Mariana to 500 to start listening for free. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!